many times I can be misunderstood. Yeah. There'll be good days and bad days, like the preacher said it would. All I ask is you will try loving me. All I ask is you will try loving me. 'Cause loving me ain't easy. I know it ain't.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
It is Black Kings free game in the building.
Yes, sir.
And if you did not just see the new intro, the new intro is swinging.
We looking smooth on that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
If I say so myself.
I like it. I like it a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Anthony. Anthony did his thing.
Anthony V with
Anthony
V Films.
Yes, sir.
And shouts out to Anthony Q. Anthony Q is the one that the music that we use for the intro. Yes, Anthony Q.
Got two Anthonys.
Yes. Anthony Q. You can follow him on all platforms.
Okay.
His song is amazing, and it's not just "Try Loving Me." He has an arrangement of songs. Some of them I can't say. But
So he has like a whole catalog.
yes, Anthony
Okay.
has a whole catalog.
I gotta put myself on game with Anthony Q.
Yeah. I mean, he's growing in popularity, bro.
Where you from? You know?
He lives in Atlanta.
Okay.
Now I know his agent is from like Tennessee, but Anthony lives in Atlanta. And getting in contact with,
I was gonna say it's a lot of talent in Atlanta.
It really is. It really is, especially when you're doing like real R&B, bro. I miss that, man.
This tea is good, by the way. You did a good job.
Oh,
making it.
thank you, man.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? Just look, it's the way the love that's put into it, brother. I even gave you the sophisticated ice.
I like the ice.
To go
I like
with
the ice.
tea. It just rolls with
Just
the
roll
sweetness.
real smoothly.
Yeah. I do what I can.
Yes, sir.
But everyone, when we were shooting this, it was a lot of fun because we were just us.
Yeah. Just the fellas.
The fellas.
Just kicking it how we kick it.
Yeah, man, and I really enjoyed that. And if y'all would have saw the amount of lighting, we take lighting for granted, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, we think it's just simple point and snap, and nah, man.
And even just the time that it took.
Yeah.
Because you figure that's a brief intro, relatively speaking. I mean, we was here for hours.
Yes.
Getting
that shot, and everything you saw in there, guys, we actually had live. Like, that wasn't no AI that he put with those statues. No, he had to get lighting right. He had to put everything there in the right spot.
Yep.
So yeah, it was an amazing job. It was, and a very good experience.
And it came out right though.
It did.
Came out beautiful.
It did. Hey, bro, how was your week, King Boston?
My week has been very productive. Today's Wednesday, hump day, and yesterday we had a council meeting. So that was very productive. We managed to pass go through the initial steps for going private with I say private, but I see how that could confuse people, because sometimes when I say private, they think that we're like the city of Walthamville is doing it. But really, when I say private, I mean we're utilizing a private company now. And we haven't started yet. It's going to start in January, but we're going to contract out our sanitation service. So we've gotten a lot of feedback in some instances and blowback in other instances about people who pretty much express their views. But that's the beauty of democracy. Everybody could share their opinion and have a freedom of speech. And but all in all, as elected officials, we have to do what we feel is right for our city.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe that us going in this direction as a city would benefit the city of Walthamville.
Yeah, and I know that takes up a lot of your time. And you're already busy throughout the day.
Yeah, man, it takes up a lot of time, and it really got to a point where I had to really be mindful of just the effects because it's a lot of work. It could be stressful, and you got to watch your health. You got to be careful.
You definitely got to do that. Because if you're not getting that rest and you stressing yourself out.
Yeah. Look, I love the city, but I love me, and I'm trying to be here. I'm trying to be here for a long time, y'all. So, I just realized you can't get overexert yourself. You got to do what you can, and then just let the rest kind of play itself out. Mm-hmm. But how about your week, King? How's it going so far?
Well, I mean, I can't complain. It was decent enough.
Right.
I mean, everybody don't think that Mitch and I up here aren't recognizing the signs. I mean, yes, it's tough out here. Everything is up, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
like prices, you mean, right?
Prices,
yeah,
bro.
It's crazy out here.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just meat has gone up by 50%. Eggs have been up by 54%. Mm-hmm. Milk is up by 40-something percent.
Yeah.
And gas is up by 40-something percent, bro. It's rough out here in these streets, folks. And trust me, everybody is feeling it, man.
Yeah, that's
everybody's
true.
feeling it. And a big thing, I want to thank people that might be overlooked right now. Are people that work in food industry. Look, thank you for what you do. Right. You guys handle our food, and I know that you don't get the praise or the credit that you deserve. Seriously, people really underappreciate their job.
Yeah,
these folks are in there preparing the food that you want to safely consume.
Yeah.
They're in there closing those kitchens down properly or improperly. But when you're able to get up the next day and you don't have a stomach ache, that's because wherever you stopped at, somebody took care.
Yeah.
They were clean in what they do. And trust me, the way that King Boston used to clean his kitchen, he didn't play that. That joker wanted his stuff spotless.
Man.
That's why I didn't mind eating at Big Dogs, bro. I really
I realized early that if you don't stay on top of it, that stuff will get away real quick.
Oh yeah.
So my staff, they knew, like, this griddle, when I come in, it needs to look how it did when it was purchased.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not having all this grease and build up. Nah. And if you do it while the griddle is hot, it's relatively easy.
Yeah.
It was like when you neglect, like anything, the more you neglect something, when you do face it, it's more difficult because you have to make up for that. But even prior to the food getting to that point, I'm thinking about the people that work in like the slaughterhouses and you know what I mean? That's that like a unsung job that we really kind of overlook. Like, who makes hot dogs? That's probably machines now.
Yeah, machines, but the people got to put them in there. The biggest thing is when y'all are sitting here eating these chicken, man, they got to debone them. Y'all want boneless chicken breast. Right. Like, they don't have the machines yet that I know of that are cutting those up like that. You got people in there deboning those chickens, man.
Yeah, I can
and slicing those chicken breasts. And they getting them chickens when they fresh.
Fresh.
Like, they go through that line, the chicken is taken care of, defeathered and all, and then it comes through them, and they got to cut it up for quarter legs, thighs, wings. That takes skill and sharp knives.
It does. I had the pleasure, I got a new account in Glenville. And the guy, that's what he does. He has a chicken farm. So I was like, I saw he had these big buildings. So I was like, man, about how many chickens you got? He was like, about 150,000. I was like, damn. Yeah, he had about 150,000. And he didn't take me to it. He showed me on his phone.
Yeah.
Kind of how they kind of just walking around doing their thing. And he explained the process as to how the Claxton meat farm
Yeah.
chicken place, they bring it to him as hatchlings. So
And he
and
raised
they give him the food.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
all he got to do is just manage them.
He just manages them and feeds them, and
Hey.
then when they get a certain size and they kind of running around,
He like, come pick them up.
they come get them, and they got this machine that like rounds
Sells
them
them
up.
it.
Yeah, and that's the last time you see them alive because they go back to Claxton
Why you gotta say it? Like,
and they call it the kill. No, what they call it. The blood house, or it's something pretty graphic. But it's like you know when they go in that room,
it's over with.
it's over with. Yes, but it was just interesting, and that's one of the things I love about pest control is because you get to see all types of people and what they do, and because they all got bugs. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, see, when we talk about things like that, that makes me curious, y'all. Like I'm sitting here with a guy that we build on things. That sound like a pretty good moneymaker income. Just
it works.
If we all went in there on a chicken farm together, wherever the amount is, 150 chickens, and
Yeah, he living good.
I bet.
Yeah, you could tell. Life is good. He got a lot of land.
Yeah.
He gave me some Vidalia onions.
Oh yeah, they sweet, bro.
Them onions, you could just eat them.
Yeah.
If you don't just want your mouth to stink, well, you could just eat them. They were some good onions. I've been cooking with them. But he has different trees where he grows fruit and
Yeah.
all of that. I like that. That's one thing I love about the South. It's because you could get some food that
Fresh.
you actually know where it came from. Like you could see where it's coming from. And speaking of Glenville, I didn't realize that it's so many pecan or pecan.
Oh yeah.
Them
That's
trees
what Mascot
all
is.
up and down the street.
Yes.
I didn't realize that.
Mascot pecans is down there. That's where everybody
Yeah.
got those Christmas gifts and
Yeah.
all them snacks, man. Yeah.
So I go in there now and pick some up.
Yeah.
So
They're
yeah.
really good. They got the money makers, the regular, well, I just call them regular, but the money makers is where it's at, y'all.
What make them money makers?
Money makers are short. They're like stubby. Like you ever seen a fat stubby guy? That's what. Look, y'all. That's what money. Y'all know. Don't try to do me like that. Y'all know that's what money makers are. I mean, they fat and stubby, but they got a good. I got to be careful. No diddy. Nutty taste, but it's sweet
Pause.
too. Yeah, pause. That's the only way I can describe them, y'all. Yeah, and speaking of chickens, man, I remember I was on the at my auntie's house and she had chickens, right? And there was this cat that used to always like sneaking up on, and I mean, this cat used to think it was the junk. And I saw a video that reminded me of it. Hey, King or Prince Mosley, play that video for me real quick. Y'all take a look at this.
That looked like a panther, bro.
That's what he felt he was like. Look at him. Look. That's what he actually looked like when he was sneaking up on him. But that
You don't realize that chicken looking out the side of his face. Like, I
he
see
like,
you, bro.
Man, I see you, man. You keep playing with me, I'm gonna show you what it is. Them chickens got those talons at the back. Ooh, they be doing work.
Nah, they look like they're putting some work.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, I mean, what? Did he get them or nah?
Nah, man, he swipe at him. He liked to play with him.
He was stunting.
Yeah, he was basically stunting because he knew that my auntie would he'd be up out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll go to all his 9
He
lives.
had to manage them instincts.
Yes, that's what he did. Yeah, he was like, I just want to do it real quick. I'm a panther in the jungle. So,
Yeah, but that head on, that face on the shot, he looked a lot bigger than the side profile. I was like, hold on, is this the same cat?
No, that's what he was feeling like. He was releasing his wild side like Jack Lynx.
That's funny.
Yo, so guys, we're gonna switch it up today. 'Cause there's a lot of stuff in social media, and yes, we look at what's going on, and we neither have opinions really, but we would like to discuss how we feel about it. Nothing too serious, guys. I would love for you guys to comment if you're watching right now. I'd love for you guys to comment about it because if y'all don't know this, a lot of the world right now, their world is social media.
Oh yeah.
And social media is their truth.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a lot of ladies on social media, and some of them have very, very good topics and points.
Right.
I see a lot of guys on social media, and they have some good topics and points. But there's been this growing one that is like going above and beyond to get attention. Now, we know that money is money, man. You know, money is money. It's a tool. And some people are just, they know who spends money and who's going to watch them and who's going to cheer them on. Yeah. So I feel that this person is just pandering. You know what I'm saying? And
like clickbait type stuff.
What big clickbait?
Yeah, it's a lot of that going on.
Yeah. But what he's saying basically is that, you know what? Let's just watch it. I want you to watch it. Yeah. Yeah, just run it for us, Prince Mosley. Run that for us.
Who wants you to give birth? Make him pay $70,000, and if he can't afford it up front, put him on a payment plan. Being a mother is a 24/7 job that for some reason these men downplay like it's not important. If you're sick, it's mommy, mommy, mommy. If you're tired, it's mommy, mommy, mommy. If you're exhausted, it's mommy, mommy, mommy. If you're depressed, it's mommy, mommy, mommy. And it's 24/7 around the clock until you die. So if this man wants to impregnate you, you make him pay $70,000, because if that man's here or not, it's going to be mommy, mommy, mommy. And we're not going to talk if he's a good man or not. You might suffer from postpartum depression. You might have to get cut wide open to give birth. No man should ever downplay who you are as a mother, because it's a full-time, around-the-clock job with no days off. Make him pay $70,000. And if he can't afford $70,000, put him on a payment plan. And if he can't pay the payment plan, leave that man alone. All praises due to the Most High. Mommy, my mommy, $70,000. Mommy, my mommy, $70,000. Mommy, my mommy, $70,000.
So, I know you just saw that, Mitch.
Yeah. I got so many questions.
I kind of wish he was here, but look, guys, I'm going to tell you this right now so you guys don't get it twisted. I will play devil's advocate here, and I'm the rambunctious, rebellious one in the group. I am King Kondo, and you're about to see. All right, but some of these things is crazy. What's some of the questions you got?
Well, for one, it's definitely, in my opinion, clickbait. It's like, bro, you trying to get, what is he trying to get, women, or like, what is he trying to do? But you know, him aside, let's stick to the matter at hand. Now, the first question I would have regarding this is he talking 70,000 a month, 70,000 a year, 70,000 throughout the life of the child? Like,
he's saying up front.
Up front, 70 G's.
Up front, for a woman to have a child would be 70 grand. Like, if you're with a woman, you need to give her 70. Hey, I want to give you 70,000 so you can have my baby.
I mean, all right, let's say that. All right, but he also said that if they don't have the 70, it could be a payment plan.
A payment plan, yeah.
Well,
like you take out.
That brings me back to my question though. Like, whether it's 70 up front or 70 throughout the course, how long are we talking about? Like how long is he expecting this 70 to be valid?
I think he's saying just 70,000. Period. Like for that. Just for her to get
just pregnant. To have the baby? To
have the baby. So after your 70,000 premium is done, then you know that's just done. But if you ever want to have another kid by her, that's another 70 grand.
But what about raising the kid though? Is the 70 supposed to cover that?
No, the 70 is just for her to, I guess what the point is, for her to mess up her body.
That's foolish.
And King Myers is in the building, so we're gonna have to get King Myers in the shot. But
yes, sir. What up, man?
What's going on?
So you saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
So 70 G's up front just to get pregnant and have a baby.
To get pregnant,
and if they don't have the money up front, then they could be a payment plan.
Or sign a payment plan that.
But he's saying something about it's a 24-hour job, and which I agree.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely is.
Yeah, it's just. So I guess that's just assuming that the father's not in the household. You see what I'm saying? Like it's so many different variables.
It's so many different variables. But this guy, if you ever just watch his content, he means exactly what was said in that short period.
He looks
of time.
short.
Yeah, he is. There's a lot of things that are.
I don't
different
know how
about
relevant
this guy.
that is, but you know.
Hey, I want to thank everybody in the chat that's watching. I know you guys just saw that video. If you didn't, do you feel that you need to be paid $70,000 from any man up front, and or if you can't pay it up front, that you make them sign a payment plan to have a baby for them? Now, this guy does this all the time. He's constantly talking about, women are the ones that I need to. My woman should never lift a finger. Her job is just to sit there and look beautiful.
Does he have a woman? Do you know?
He does, but I understand why.
Is she pretty?
I would say she's pretty. She's a beautiful queen.
Okay.
But he's paying her to be with him.
Yeah, that's foolishness.
70 G's up front.
70 G's up front to have a baby.
Yeah, that's more than some people make in a year.
Right.
So how is he supposed to pay you $70,000? But it's something that you guys both. What if you both decide to do it?
Exactly.
Well, see, he's taking all of that. He's saying that doesn't matter.
It does. It really does matter.
Yeah, it matters. Hold on. So 70,000.
Yep.
All right. Let's say until 18. So divided by 18, divided by 12. I mean, in child support, that's not a lot.
Oh no.
We're talking $324.07. Mm-hmm. So it's like an average father who has a child support.
Yeah, I think that's about how much I pay.
Yeah, you're going to pay 70 G's throughout the course anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's not saying that. He's saying that just for that child, on top of you taking care of that child, you need to pay $70,000.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's a mutual thing. Some women want to have kids.
I get that.
So it's like, that's what's wrong with social media, man. It's like everybody got thumbs, and everybody could just upload whatever foolishness they want to upload, man. I'm a little aggravated that we even talking about him.
Hey, but you know what? He has amassed a lot of followers. Okay. And people are agreeing with that. Like, there's so many people that are saying, hey, this is correct. This is what should be happening. You even have people now that's saying that, no men. Like, men aren't needed no more. And this guy went around and asked, hey, do we need men? Do we need men? Do you need men? And all the ladies said, no, we don't need men. Same guy went and said, hey, do we need women? Do we need women? All the guys said yes.
So did he ask a wide range of people, or is this mostly blacks, or is this?
No, this isn't a range of people. This was mixed. These were
the general consensus with women.
Yes,
was that they do not need a man.
They do not,
regardless of the race.
Regardless of the. Now, if we get down to race, the only thing that I believe us melanated people do is we actually have chats of people saying, especially our women, which is it's not all of our women. So queens, don't think I'm talking about all of you, but they actually say that black men aren't needed. Black men are not leaders. Black men weren't meant to be leaders, and things of that sort. And that's only us. There's no other people saying that their men don't need to be leaders, and it's getting kind of ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't know if your mic's on. This guy's not on.
Yeah, he's.
Yeah, there we go.
I guess because I walked away real fast. But what were we talking about now?
No.
I got sidetracked because I had no mic.
Oh,
you know, it kept going.
No, we were talking about how people or a lot of women say they don't need men.
For real?
Yeah, bro. And this is not a joke.
Like it's like a man saying he don't need a woman.
Yeah, but see, they asked men and they asked women. Women all said no, they don't need men. This world be better without men.
So where you going to get sperm from without a man?
I don't think so.
Well, look, this is the thing that's going on. Has all of these issues of the less than 1%, because I can understand the frustration of some women, right? They feel like men aren't men anymore. But then you look at it and you're like, well...
In what aspect, though?
Some of you women ain't women no more.
Well, and see, that's where we're headed. And you know what? It seems to be a demographic that's really mainly on this, man. We are out of pocket.
What demographic are we talking about?
We're
think
talking about the non-ether beings. We're talking about us, man.
I think mostly a lot of these things is a lot of this whole we took a toll from this amount of people. I ain't never asked one person.
Right.
But because it sounds good enough to be controversy. One thing I have learned by watching like different podcasts and stuff like that from, like, for instance, what's his name? It's not Smiley, it's Daly or something. He used to play basketball. And he says he purposely say dumb stuff to get the ratings. That's how, and he said it's TV.
Right.
If you tell the truth to a point, people won't pay attention to it.
Oh no,
that's like Buddy. That's what we just watched.
Better than the truth.
Like it's you have to be dumb. You have to dumb down who you are.
Yeah.
To get, you know, and you know I don't call certain things dumb, but it's the demographic of things. Like, so how important this podcast really is and how many things that you can learn, it won't reach no one because it's not interesting to people. It's only interesting to people who own homes, or it's not interesting to people who are trying to buy homes, because I think about it, you can get a head start on it before you do something. You see what I'm saying? Like, most of us bought homes, started businesses without that help ahead of time. That we trial and error.
Right.
Okay, we tried it, it didn't work. All right, boom. Okay, I done got myself in debt behind it. Let me try something else.
I've never heard, a woman has never told me that. I don't need you.
Yeah. Well,
I've never heard that.
See, that's the difference. That's what I'm saying. I tell a lot of people the reason that you keep running into these people is because of your circle and your circumstance. Like, if you're surrounding yourself with people that are the same thoughts, or they're not trying to elevate themselves in that manner, and that's who you're hanging around, that's your dating pool.
Or it's to the point to where some people don't agree, but they agree with you because they want to be around you.
Yeah, that too.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not like necessarily, because the same people say I don't need a man has a man.
I've never actually heard that from a woman to my ears.
Yes.
Like, me and my wife has talked all the time. She was like, Eddie, without me, you know, we ever separated, you know, I think you'll be fine. And I was like, well, I know if we ever separated, you'll be fine too, because before I met you, you were by yourself. But I know for a fact I would not be fine, you know, because where I am now in life is due to your help. Where you are in life is due to my help.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not. It was a team. We had to create a team. To be where we are now. Right. You know. So when you break up that team, things fall apart. Yeah. Look at the different in basketball teams.
Hey, Prince, there's another video in there uploaded.
When different people leave the team falls apart. Right. You know.
We're not watching another video from this guy, are you?
Oh no. This is a completely different. But it's just to show what, you know, and I believe it's a skit, but this is the type of things that people like to see and engage in the topics that they talk about. Okay. There's a lot of separation in our specific culture, y'all. I mean, this thing is not. It's not a game. It's just not relevant to us because we're in a different hemisphere, y'all. You have your own business. You have your own business. We're all moving forward, and we don't get to see the that part because we don't pay attention to it like that, you know.
I don't ever see a point in my life, you know, married or not married. I don't see a point in my life that a woman would come to me like, "Hey, I need 70,000 up front." That I would take her seriously. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't.
Like, that'll probably be the last time we speak.
Yeah. You say, hey, we've been together, and then she'd be like, yeah, in order for me to have a baby by you, you got to pay me 70,000. I'm like, oh, okay, well, guess what? We ain't have no baby then.
Right?
She'd be like, hello?
Yeah.
Are you, Mitch.
Like, hold on.
I'm like, hold on. He got a bad signal.
Like, let me hold on. Let me go take that loan out real fast. I'll be right back.
Right back.
I ain't never come back.
No.
I'm going straight to get something to eat.
Grand.
Told him to stay in his place.
Does anybody agree with that? 70 grand to have a child with somebody.
Run that back. I didn't read the last sentence on that video. Run that back. Chris.
Just put it on the screen for him. But we'll play that video in a second. But yeah, does anybody agree with that?
Look, did he?
Senor Barrett. What were you saying, Mitch?
It sounded like he put up to 70.
I didn't ask you to play it. All you had to do was put it in the other screen. Yeah. But $70,000 to have a child, you wouldn't do it.
No.
What about you?
I would laugh.
Huh?
What about you, man?
I barely make 70,000.
I don't
give
care
you $70,000 to have a kid.
70 billion.
And then not only after that, still got to pay for the kid.
Yeah.
You still
Right.
got to
They
take care
still
of the
gonna take him
kid.
to the cleaners.
You still got to take care of the kid.
Yeah,
So, I mean, like,
now you pay 70 grand.
The
Just
court
with
should be
the
like,
woman.
well,
Then
you
it
gave
didn't
us
work out.
70,000 up front.
Yeah.
So, you could continue to do that. Keep that same energy.
Right.
Man, please.
It's going to be a lot more
Exactly.
dads around here.
Yes.
If I got to pay you 70 to have my kid, nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
No. Now,
mean,
Well,
now
that's one of
the question that most women probably have is, she's not worth 70,000 to have my kid. She's not worth 70,000 to have your kid.
I'll get the doctor.
No.
I said,
money to do his good,
I'm
do a
saying
great job. Like, I'll do that.
I'm like, now what does this consist of? Because I'm here during the whole 9 months that you're doing it. Every time you needed food, I want to go pay for it.
Yeah.
So now, if I'm paying you 70,000, what is my job now?
Right.
What you can't ask me for nothing because I'm like, I just paid you 70. You go do it yourself.
Right.
So now you become
He's
a
basically
single-
paying. Yeah.
you become a single mom because the dad is like, well, hit me up whenever you had a baby.
Well,
Right.
the thing
This is
is, he's
transaction.
married to his wife, so he's saying that he would pay her 70 grand.
But it's still
each
in the
time
house.
she has a baby. Yeah, bro.
But see,
I
that's
get
the-
it.
That's
the
her
thing,
money.
like-
That's their money.
That's the thing that people don't understand. They'll read into that and like, see, I should have got said, no. He's married to her. So if he's married to her, he give her 70,000. That shit's still in the house.
Yeah,
Right.
It's still in the house.
That's still in the house. Like, so every morning he's still waking up and he's got 70,000 that you think that he got left.
Right.
Nah, he didn't do that. He just put it right back in the house. But he won't tell you that.
Right.
Because you won't be smart enough to think about it because you're automatically jumping to, hey, I need 70,000. I should have a kid and you should pay me 70,000.
This
I'm
house
like, well,
got
first of all, you should get
$70,000 equity in it.
yeah, and
This
guess
your
what?
70 right
Guess
here.
what? Guess what? Here your 70. Flip that light up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's 70
Turn on
right
that
here.
faucet. And that's if you're paying
Right.
everything. And I'm not saying like, even if you're paying everything, that it should be an issue. But I still think 70,000.
Yeah.
To pay somebody to have a baby is way too much when it's a unity thing.
Right.
That
It's so much deeper than
it's so
dollar
much
signs.
dollar signs. Because if it's just
Thank
about
you.
dollar signs,
That's what I was about to say. Everything's become materialistic. It's supposed to be deeper, but now, and this is why we're all off the market. Look, now everything is so transactional.
yeah, it's crazy.
Like, there's no more chivalry anymore, right? Because that's been called you're a lame or a simp. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm not a simp, and they just don't know how to be men no more while they do it.
It's crazy because like me and my wife was looking at something on the on the TV or it was on there or something, and a lady was complaining that she needed more child support money.
Yeah.
Now let me guess. Now guess the dollar sign she already get a month.
How much?
$18,000 a month.
You talking about
And
Tyrese?
No, I was talking about
Marlon Wayne.
Marlon. Oh, yeah, Marlon.
Yeah, I saw
She
that.
get $18,000
She need more.
month, and she talking about she need more. No, you don't need more. You want more.
Right.
That's crazy. I said, be careful because 50 Cent's baby mama did the same thing to him, and she got a whole lot less.
Yeah.
Yeah, because not
get-
gonna lie, you start throwing stuff in other people's names and they
You
can't
get the
attach
right
it to
accountant.
right? You get the right
Gotta
accountant.
get you to get C corps and S corps and all of that.
Hey, you don't
Man,
know access
please.
to all that. You see what I'm saying? But like, it's one of those things. Like like you said, everything is becoming money. Everybody is materialistic now.
Yes.
Everybody's trying to find an angle to
Right.
to gain money from
Yeah.
people
Without working.
and without working for it. $18,000 a month, and you can't live off that.
Listen,
That's insane.
listen. No,
You can't live
because-
off that. I looked at a house that was $1.5 million. That's only $7,000 a month. So that means that you leave you $11,000 a month, and that's to tell you to get off your lady ass to get you a
Right.
job.
Facts. Facts.
To that X point thing, but the government, the system is made to break down the family, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not just black. I done seen white people who got knocked off their head
Railroad.
because of
Yes, of course.
because they worked hard to get to where they're at, and this woman just sits back and just gets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's on the opposite end. I've seen where men have took women to child support, and they've been because they worked hard and they got money, and the other person don't want to work that hard.
yeah, that's a very minimal percent when it comes to men, though.
Very minimal.
But I'm just saying,
Very
I
minimal.
wanted to make sure that the
I know.
disclaimer is
Both
out
sides.
there that it's both
I ain't
sides.
met one.
Yeah, I haven't either. Look,
I have.
I tell you this.
I have,
I tell
really.
you this.
Yes,
it's
I have.
so bad that it's so transactional that the family structure does not matter anymore. Okay, because you got some wonderful mothers out there. I'm talking about fantastic mothers.
Absolutely.
But nowadays, it's not even the majority anymore. I've seen more mothers just say, "Well, if you don't pay your child support, you can't do this," and
Yeah.
and use the child as a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, and we can't lie. Even though they say they don't need men, a lot of women say that. Not all. The system was built to protect women. I mean, all of these things that's in place, the comforts and everything, we sit there and we bow down. That's why a lot of things is softer now. Sports used to be a lot rougher. Do y'all remember that?
Football.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, football is great. Basketball was too.
Yes.
But I've looked at I understand some of the physicality of why they've done certain things because, like in football, with these concussions and all these kind of things, it wasn't affecting them then. I mean, at the time, it affected them later when they got out and the NFL didn't take care of them.
Yeah.
They done lost their mind.
Their brain looked like mush.
Mush. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So I understand certain aspect of things. Basketball, you can't do hand checks no more. You damn near just gotta watch the man shoot.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at it like Steph Curry wouldn't be able to shoot like he would back in the 90s, like he is now. But it's the evolution of time.
Right.
So it just comes with it. It's one of those things that just comes with evolution, and sooner or later, I do believe that things will equal out, but it's gonna have to be on a traumatic scale. It's gotta have to be something traumatic, like out of this world, for it to level out. Until then, we're gonna have to just be careful who you have baby by.
That part.
Man, and if there was more purpose with relationships now, and now there's a problem with body count. You shouldn't care about my body count because that was before you. Wait, and if you do care about that, you're insecure.
But think about this, right? I kind of.
Let's see what King Myers got to say. King Myers defend this one. We about to go at it. Let's go.
I'm just saying, okay, body count, right? We talk about that, right? But what does it? Who does it really affect? Because think about it. If we worry about body count, It's the men worrying about the body count of the woman.
Yeah.
When I can almost guarantee you, as a man, your body count is double what that woman's is.
Yep. And you know what? I would agree with you if people would realize that we are separate creatures.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. Everybody wants it to be equal, but in reality and logically, it's not.
Yeah, they'd be like, it's a
not.
double standard.
Yeah.
It is a double standard.
It is a double standard. That's not
double
fair.
standard in life.
That's what I was saying.
It's not fair.
That's what I was saying.
I get that. But
that's
a lot
why I
of
was
other things aren't either.
Yeah.
Because if I'm on the side of the road and you're driving and my tire flat, you're gonna fly. Matter of fact,
better fix
you
it,
gonna
nigga.
get, you gonna get over. You're gonna be like, I don't want him to get hit.
But see,
but if you saw a woman,
Right.
you're gonna at least look. Because if you're not in a hurry, you're gonna be like, you're gonna think about it.
Right.
Like, and that's unfair.
Right.
So it's different because it's different times. Remember I tell you the evolution. Back then, probably about 20-something years ago, early 90s, mid-90s, you would have stopped for anybody.
I don't remember that.
I'm just saying. No, it would.
I don't remember that.
In the South.
Because you better go for what you know.
But see, now it's so many people where you'll stop and you're really getting ready to get robbed.
Right, they'll set you up.
So now that's what I'm saying. So now it's like, I can't even take that chance. I pray that you make it home safely.
It's still unfair.
But even with that,
I
let's
don't care
say
if I see a woman.
even if we're not talking about
that's me.
getting broke down on the side of the road. We could look at maybe when you watch the Grammys.
Yeah.
Or any award. When the lady walking up the steps, the guy helps her.
Yes.
Ain't no guy helping no guy walk up the steps.
At that point,
You
it's
ain't
like,
never gonna see
first
that.
First of all, a man ain't gonna let you help him up the stairs.
Yeah,
First of all,
what did you do?
Put your hand out like,
What
come
did
on,
you?
brother.
let me get your bro.
Hey man, watch out.
They don't even do it when you graduate in one ceremony. They don't help the man. Matter of fact, the man that's graduating behind the person go there usually run up there to help that person up there.
Right,
but
right.
you don't help another man because the man like, hey, man, I'm masculine.
Like, what you doing?
I'm there myself.
What did you-
First of all,
I got
I don't have
this.
no gown on. I don't have no heels on, so I can get up there. My shoes are flat and my legs are strong. So if I ain't in a wheelchair, I don't need your assistance getting up there.
It's all double standards though.
It's double
It's not
standards.
necessarily standard. It's just the fact that we are not going to let that happen.
It's double standards.
You're not gonna have to not let it happen.
Yeah.
Because the dude ain't gonna do it.
It's not gonna do
Period.
it.
If a man's job is to make sure everybody get up the stage and I get to that thing and you sitting there like, I'm like, nah, bro.
Exactly.
Nah, bro. Hey, y'all gonna be like, man, Eddie can't graduate no more. He can't graduate no more.
Watch this.
They gonna kick me out of
I'll tell
graduation
you how
right then
bad
and
the
there.
double standard is.
Yeah.
If a woman is in distress, it's called a damsel in what?
Distress.
Now, if a man is in distress, it's called a
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Bleep, 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 bleep.
bleep, 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 bleep. like for real. It's a
that,
double.
though.
Yeah, I hear you. But go
my
ahead,
thing is
make
like this,
your
right?
point.
My point is this, right? I could be in distress, right? And I call you, hey, I'm in distress. What are you going to do?
Whoa! You're calling another man. Not it's different.
To what
It's
degree
different.
is this distress? Is it life or death?
I'm just saying it don't matter. If I'm telling you, Mitch, as a person I know,
right.
And I say, hey, Mitch, man, I'm on the side of the road, bro. I need your help. You gonna come help me?
I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
If
That's
I
'cause we
call you, Mark, right?
I'm telling about
calling you
people
right.
that
No.
pass by.
That's. But the way it is now, I'm not going to stop for no woman
That's
on the side of the
different
road.
though.
Yeah.
That, like, even
I'm not stopping for no woman
I
on
tell
the
you
side
what,
of the road.
they have a 98% chance upper on them get somebody doing it for them than they would for a man. How about
Right.
that? How about
We're talking about
statistically?
strangers.
I think now,
Statistically.
maybe a couple of years ago, 20 years of that happened. No, not now though. I don't think that now.
Man.
I've seen, to be honest with you, I've seen to where there's more women on the side of the road than there are men, and nobody's there. They're waiting on. You can see them on the phone, or they're walking around the car, waiting on somebody
I'm
to get
glad
here.
that you can see it because you were paying attention.
Because
I don't even see it.
I pay attention everything on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Because you never know if somebody try to jump out there. You never know if it's a police officer. So I'm always paying attention on the side of the road. But I'll see them. And you know what I said? I said, Lord, I hope you bless them to get home safely.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm glad it ain't me. That's all I keep saying. I keep going.
My cousin is on here, Miss Simmons. Miss Simmons, and a lot of folks on here. Senior Barrett, Cunningham. Well, I don't know about Cunningham. He had never seen me growing up. But even Angelica. I was bred and raised to look out for ladies. Like even the older ladies, if they need help with the buggy or loading stuff in their car, right? I just naturally do it. Like seriously. So I understand things might have changed, but when it comes to even statistically, there is more concern for a woman than there is a man. You tell me, why is it on Father's Day they got them weak gifts and they only start putting out stuff for Father's Day like 2 weeks before Father's Day? But Mother's Day, they're months ahead. You'll see commercials for that mother and that lady in your life.
Right.
Get her the precious jewels from you know what I'm saying? For Father's Day, you got a McDonald's commercial. Pick up your dad a McDonald's meal. We'll include a tool. Like we got to say that it's unfair that way, Eddie. We've
It's
got
double
to.
standard.
It is.
It is.
But it's okay.
The Father's Day is literally ranked like the 20th in all the celebrations.
We have to,
in
like
United
Columbus
States.
Day.
Yeah. We after President's Day, like at least Martin Luther King got ahead of us, you know. But I'm just like, think about everything, and you look at it because I always thought to myself like Mother's Day was always more important than Father's Day anyway, and this is why I say this, is because for that mother, and see me, I went through the traumatic part of childbirth. So I understand it even more now.
Right.
You know why I would celebrate a Mother's Day before Father's Day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because no matter what happens, even if that mother is not up par as mother, that mother is a mother 24/7, no matter what. As a father, you can come and go whenever you want to.
You think so?
Yes,
I'm listening.
You
Go
can.
ahead.
As a father,
I look at it from the actual birth
part of it.
She's literally sacrificing her
life.
whole life.
Yes,
right.
Her body.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Ain't too many fathers
can do
die
that
because of childbirth.
Yeah, none of us have.
You know what I'm saying?
The most they have done is fainted.
Exactly.
And I've done that before.
I was saying, you might have that
before.
small percent that might have fainted, hit their head, and died. And that's little.
And you know the thing about it is that's I don't think that's ever. I can't even. I probably like 0.00% chance of that happening, because most of the time when you about to faint, you're like, oh Lord, I'm about to faint.
Right.
And nurse is like, and there's always a nurse in there to say, hey, grab him.
Right.
So
that happened to me.
I understand why Mother's Day is so high.
Yeah.
I really do. And I put on a pedestal.
Yo, Senor Barrett said, women looking for old school male support but want to live in the new school women mentality. Now,
that's that modern stuff.
That is very modern, and that is true. Man, we don't even have R&B no more. Look, when you used to watch R&B and a man was singing to a woman, I don't care if it was from Drew Hill all the way down to God dog it, what's our guy's name with Bobby Brown and them? New Edition.
Oh,
they were all in the desert, dog. And they had their hands on
Jodeci was in the desert.
They all in the desert.
Hey, Jodeci was in the desert. I remember that.
Yes. Ashley, what's going on?
Case
Thank you for coming in.
Yep.
There's no more singing to women no more, and I think that is a big point of our downfall. We've lost the romantic side because being romantic is no longer a thing. It's like,
not.
oh, you're lame,
really
you're a simp, and now women are complaining about that. Now, we got to admit that a lot of men haven't really been involved with the raising of some of the children.
Yeah,
right?
and that's the crazy part about the whole romantic thing is I wasn't really that type. until I met my wife.
Kristen, what's going on? Thank you for joining.
When my
So you
wife,
met that one.
like when my wife showed me what it means to be romantic, because I was with some other ones,
Right.
chicken heads, whatever. Some women I was were quality women. Because my brother used to always tell me, you're like the storm before the rainbow for a woman.
Okay.
So any woman,
What do you mean by that?
So anyone that dated me was going through a storm, and then when they stopped dating me, they found the rainbow.
Oh,
they got married
shit.
and they had a happy relationship and stuff like that.
Damn.
So, and my wife heard that too, because
very
my
insulting.
brother
Yeah,
told me.
like what's going on? But you all right?
But I understood. It was
received
warranted. It was warranted.
I got you.
It was warranted because I was awful.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But I've learned that the smallest thing is what she likes.
Yeah.
She taught me to be romantic. My dad never taught me to be romantic.
Right.
He just taught me to be able to buy stuff.
Right.
Yes.
That's not romantic. I can buy a bracelet and don't mean nothing because it just looks nice.
That might have been his love language.
Look, there you go. And let me tell you something.
No, my
We can't
dad had a whole lot of love languages.
Yeah, I got you.
That's okay.
But look,
Yeah,
this
so
is
it wasn't
the
just
thing.
like one
can't-
love language. It was that love language there, that.
Yeah. But men, like I said, we're different creatures because he was telling you to be a provider, right? And to this day, what ended up happening is now it's been misused. Like, you're a provider, and that's what you're supposed to do, but I'm supposed to do what I want to do. And if you tell me anything wrong, you're controlling and you're this.
Right.
And that's what's lost now. We don't have a ground to stand. You go to a non-ether woman and try to tell her to do something. Like, in this day and age, you know what I'm saying? Outside of your household, it's not going to work. And we're not singing and we're not wooing them anymore. There's no more courting because all you got to do is swipe right and swipe left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now they like you just send to my cash app.
Yeah. I saw that. Man, you got a cash app and shit to talk to her.
Yeah.
Ashley, is this true? Miss Marks.
Some of them are.
I saw that
Some
on
of them you
social
gotta make
media.
a certain
He was
amount
like,
of
"What's your
talk."
name?" She said, "Cash App."
Yep.
Yo.
I'm like, "What?"
But it's
And
crazy.
he was still entertaining it.
It's crazy because people
That's
are
them young boys that
people
don't have no guidance.
People are asking, like for instance, I've seen where the women say, "I want a man that's making 6 figures, but you making 20,000 a year."
Yes.
What do you bring to the
Like,
table?
what are you bringing?
What are you bringing?
Like, what do you really bring to
You
the
want
table?
a high net
You
worth
know?
man?
Yes,
You know.
and you know how many high net worth shoot we hang out with each other.
It
right?
seems. I think it seems like a lot to us because we're in that network.
Yes,
You know,
Ashley
but-
said she refused to ask men for money, but go ahead.
But yeah, it's not a lot though.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
a lot. It's not
just
a lot.
based on who you surround yourself with.
Exactly. And there's a higher percentage of people that make about $40,000 a year than it is that's going to make even 60 to 70.
Yeah.
And I don't think they understand that those standards that they're looking for is not a lot.
It's not realistic.
It's not a
I'm
realistic.
trying to make that Mitch money.
And then
You eliminating like 90, at least 90%
Yes.
of your dating pool.
And I agree with Ashley said we both had to bring value to the table. Correct.
That's facts.
But
That's facts.
Ashley, answer me this: a man that makes 6 figures can go into a McDonald's, see a beautiful woman, and be like, "Dang, I like her swag," right? Take her out and instantly change everything that's going on in her life if he's
Yeah.
that type of man, right?
Yeah.
A woman, name the first woman that went to a McDonald's that making 6 figure in her own business and is like, you know what, I see the potential.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's not happening. Women always date up.
Yeah.
They always date up. They-
You know,
Not always. I can't say that.
God damn.
I'm just saying I can't say that because my wife dated me.
Oh, here you go now.
Man, I was borrowing electricity from my neighbor.
Bro, that's different.
No, it's not.
Y'all were
No, it's
both in
not.
the same situation.
No, she wasn't. She was living her own living nice.
Uh-huh.
Had her job.
She
Had
was
two
a 6
jobs.
figure.
No, not 6 figures. I'm giving an example of what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what you said. I was just countering what you said. Was
You wasn't in McDonald's though.
Nope.
And look,
No, it wasn't.
Ain't no shame
It was
to someone in
Instagram she saw
McDonald's.
me. Well,
Ain't no
actually, I saw
shame to
her.
no one in McDonald's.
Yeah, no, it's no shame. I want
no, I
to
love
know
it.
because we've
I want some
all.
nuggets right
I
now.
worked at fast food.
Right.
Hey, I want some
For
nuggets right
years.
now. While you playing? I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat tonight. But
But men, to be honest, in order for men to really feel like they're successful, is when they continue to step up,
Right.
because then they have the confidence to do certain things.
yeah, that's what my wife always
And
says.
with women have confidence right where they at. It's like, because I know what I can. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wish that it was not like that. Because
And the awful, I don't even know if it's awful, but the reality of it is when men get to be high net worth, you know, what's the saying? They're only as faithful as their options.
Yes.
And they have more options.
Yes.
So it's harder. It's harder to find a man that's just gonna be faithful to you.
Yeah.
You already done eliminated 90% of the male population.
Right. It's over with.
Now you want to find someone that only has eyes for you when they can, you know, swipe a card and be anywhere in the world.
in the world.
You know,
And that's look.
That's
and
the
what
truth.
it is. Yeah, women do not want to grow with a man nowadays, and I'm saying nowadays. Now, the time when you were dating, when I was dating my wife, it was different times, bro, because we were out there grinding together.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it from. But
Yeah.
nowadays, social
Right.
media has messed that up.
Yeah.
we
They
definitely
do
was grinding
not.
together.
What do you mean you building? You ain't scamming. You ain't doing this. Why you got to be doing something better to get with me, right? And then the other guys, they don't even have to be 6 figures. They could just be in the, selling what they sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they make a lot of money per day or per month, and they're able to afford more things. Those aren't the right guys anyway.
right?
They're not trying to build for real.
No.
So
They're getting that fast money.
so where are we going with that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
We got to get back to the basics.
yeah. I don't see that happening though, because social media is in its infancy.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse
Yeah.
before it gets better.
So how do we counter that? I guess we can only change the lives of the people that we're tied to.
Yep. That's it.
Speaking
That's
of that,
really it.
You can't be worried about, like me, I'm never worried about what the Joneses do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Never. What goes on in Mitch house goes on in Mitch house. What
Right.
goes on in your house goes on in your house. My thing is, like I said, I put a post up not too long ago. It says,
Hey,
I root
Janice.
for all my men, all my brothers to make it, and I don't care who's first.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right. That's real.
You see what I'm saying? I don't care which of us is first,
As long as we get
as long
there.
as we get in there.
yeah.
Because of the group that I have now, the little group that I have now, we all prospered.
Yeah.
You know, I bought my house, he bought his house, I got his house, I got his truck, I got his truck, I got his car, or whatever. But we're always rooting for each other.
Yeah.
I don't never want you to have a downfall. That's
Right.
That's with anybody. You know, I don't even have to know you. If you made it, hey,
Yeah.
that's just the kind of person I am.
I wish you, but people aren't built
People are not like that.
no more.
They're
man.
looking like, how did you get that?
Yeah, but
Yes!
see,
That's it.
How
but
can
it's
you
like-
afford that?
Again, I think that ties back to who you're around, because
Right.
it's crazy we having this conversation, because, my bro Hasid, I was chilling with him yesterday,
Yeah.
and we had a conversation along the same lines, and we was like, yo, man, I couldn't, and this is him, he was like, yo, I couldn't see myself being a millionaire or well, a billionaire, I think
And
he
my
said.
friends, yeah.
And I can't bring my friends up. Because who
Yeah.
I'm going to go on vacation with?
Right.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
we got to pull each other up.
Right, and I feel like that too, because once you get to a point in life and you're up there, you and the people you knew or you consider your friends, your brothers or whatever, and they're still down there, you still up there.
It's
You
not no
have
fun.
to hang. It's not fun because
No.
now you've created. Now you have to hang with people up there that you wouldn't even fucking like.
Well, see, not
Exactly.
only
You have
that,
to.
Exactly.
a part of it is, even at that time, some of your friends might be jealous of it, right?
Yeah.
Some people don't put in the work and the effort, and you can teach them. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
the
a difference.
biggest part is when you're up there, how to bring that person up with you. Right? It's like, hey, we can do this, but this is the way we got to structure it so you can get up there, because it's not no fun by yourself.
It's not.
But if you're with like-minded people, a lot of the times that happens organically. People come up. It's like iron sharpens iron. Mm-hmm. So even if it's like, I don't necessarily have to bring you into my business.
Yes.
But you could just see my discipline.
Yes.
Or just my business acumen. Or we all trade ideas.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you could pick in whatever works for you to run it up. In whatever aspect you run it up in.
Exactly.
So it can happen many ways.
It really
but you got to be with people that's willing to do the work.
Yeah, and it works like this, guys. If your friends have a business and somebody mentions to you in the realm of anything that they do, oh yeah, hey, the number is 1-844 Magnum 1. Mm-hmm. Like, or if you want to put gutters on, look, leaf filters, you call Eddie. Yeah. King Myers, he'll hook you up. Things like that is how you support your brother's business. Right. You see somebody, hey, you looking for a house? Look, you need to hit up Mark. King Conda is the man. We can bring each other up, but remember, people, you got to get in position for people to recommend you in the first place, especially when you're hanging around people. It takes time. And when somebody's up there, sometimes you don't want to become a burden. You know what I'm saying? You're like, man, I don't have it like that, and I know they would get me, but, I really don't want to bother them with it. And people don't like that either. So you got to put yourself in position to climb. They got to see you moving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Supporting your friends is free. It is free.
Absolutely.
You know what? We're gonna go to this other video because we were just talking about men and women. Mm-hmm. Prince Mosley, the last video we sent. I'm gonna let him play that
because the stepdad ain't getting no love.
Oh no! I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah. Here you go.
You're dealing with me. You mess with me, I mess with you. You don't mess with my kids. Okay, that's not the relationship we got. You hear from me. Don't say shit. She got that. You ain't gonna say shit to her. You ain't gonna say nothing to her.
I ain't trying to be a daddy or nothing. I just.
What are you talking about? You ain't trying to get her, don't tell her nothing yet.
I was trying to get her not to disrespect you. You done told me to do something.
I don't have you to come in here to talk to them. I'm not asking for them to have a father figure. That's not what I'm asking.
I'm not trying to be no father figure in there.
No, what?
That's how our truth.
I already told him that. Your daddy already know what's going on.
Oh, now you gonna listen to that bust on the
Listen,
phone.
what the hell you mean a bust? Man, that's my baby daddy. What are you talking about? He's still in her life. I'm not a single mother. I got somebody else take care of her. Her dad.
Really?
I didn't never tell you that you had to step in and be her father.
I'm not trying to be
okay,
your
but then no, because I didn't ask you.
I was on the phone, but he didn't butt in.
Hell yeah, he's supposed to. That's his child. Look at what you mean.
The relationship y'all got, he can just come in with
a relationship where we co-parent. We don't need another man coming in doing anything for her.
I ain't trying to do anything for her.
You sound crazy. You are. You ain't got to tell her nothing. You don't have to enforce no rules that I have already applied.
Well, if I see her doing something,
me and her dad got that. Go ahead, finish doing what you doing. Shit, me and her dad got that. You ain't got to do none of that shit.
She fall out and bust her ass. I ain't gonna say nothing.
You not gonna be around like that. What are you talking about? You not supposed to be around like that. Especially the way you acting shit. No, I don't need that. You coming and do what I asked you. Me and you messing with each other. That's all I keep telling you. Me and you messing with each other. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more, nothing less. You good? Shit. For real. I'm not trying to raise your kids. Don't try to raise mine.
I ain't asked you to raise none of my kids.
Exactly.
I ain't trying to raise yours.
Exactly. You didn't ask me. I'm not trying to. I don't overstep my boundary. Don't do that. You come in here, you mess with me. You ain't got to tell my daughter nothing. As a matter of fact, you can go because you don't know how to follow rules. I ain't stressing out on shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What you mean? Look at you now.
Look at me. Shit, that's anytime somebody step in and interfere. Don't interfere with what I got going on. Period. My kids don't need that. They got a father. You are messing with me, not them. The hell? Like what? You messing with me, not them. And then so I don't even feel like being bothered, so you can go home for real. Shit. You can go home. I'm not. What?
I don't know, fuck. I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. Like for real. It's time for you to go. Like you, shit. Yeah. He's a
Yo,
Was this real?
look, that's real for a lot of people. I'm going to tell you that. That's real for a lot.
I got
say
so
this.
many questions.
I say this, right? He don't know his role.
Well,
Because
I'm
in order,
Look, Ashley said, run. Who should
Right.
run, Ashley? Him or her?
he should run. Apparently,
I mean,
that's not his house.
So first of all, like
She made
that's
that
what I'm
clear.
saying. It's not his house, so you can't be a stepfather if that's not your role.
yeah, because
Your role is
mean
to,
they married.
Your
right?
role, yes. So your role is to come in, drop off what you need to drop off to me. We do and bounce. That's your thing.
She's making that very clear.
And if she's making that clear, then you do, because you're coming to her home.
Yeah.
This is not like she's at your home and then the girl is doing something at
Right.
the house. You're coming to her home, so this is her territory.
You're right.
All right.
So
I agree with King Myers. He don't know his role.
Yeah. Now check game. Let's switch that. All right. They're married. All right. And this happens to a lot of stepfathers. Let's don't say that, he's coming to her house, because that's just that video. What about the men that get told this when they're the stepfather and they're married?
my thing is this, if you was a stepfather and you got married to her, this is not the first time she said it to you.
I was look. I'm with King Myers. Everything
It's not the
starts small.
First date.
Yes, that has,
It's not
if
just
they're married, that has happened before.
before y'all got married.
Before y'all got
stated
married.
that. You see what I'm saying? So at that point, you should know. That's a different conversation. Married,
shouldn't even be married.
Because, for instance, I had a daughter, right?
Yes.
And when me and my wife got married, I automatically thought that you're supposed to. If I go somewhere, you're supposed to watch her. I didn't ask. I would say, "Hey, I'm going to the store. I'll be back,"
Yeah.
and my daughter be there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, wait a minute. I'm not obligated to watch your daughter because we're married.
Now that's BS.
No, I'm.
Hell,
And I
should have known.
So, she explained to me, it's like, because at any time when, if it was on the other end, and I had a son, and I was, hey, I'm always leaving and just leaving with you, you have a problem with that. Because I didn't ask you, I just automatically assumed that you're supposed to do that. Because you're married, that's my child, boom. But it's not her child, it is mine. My daughter is here visiting. She's there.
I see that's different. Visiting, I'm talking about the kids are there in the house.
Yeah.
Like the kids are there. Period.
Like who was recording that?
Look,
Like, it's so
in
many
my-
questions.
Well, in my eyes, I believe it was a skit, right? But the skit has a lot of
That
reality
shit was
to
a
it
real good skit.
because I know people that this happens to.
Somebody kid
on a
was sitting there
regular.
watching that.
You know people that actually go through that.
It's plenty. It's plenty of people that go. And see, that's the thing. In this modern day society, this happens more than often. Like, it's.
If he's just visiting,
Well, no. Remember, we're talking about married.
he don't need to be disciplining them.
No.
I'm talking about. We're talking about married. They're in a relationship.
But that's what I'm saying. This video was kind of giving mixed signals because it said stepfather.
Right.
So you would think that they're married, which means that that's his house too.
No.
Yes.
And she's letting him know you can go.
Yeah, and that's
You
for
should
that
say you can go
situation.
home.
Yeah,
Exactly. You can go home.
She didn't say,
That's
go
for
find you
that
another him.
particular situation. What I'm saying is, based on that, right? There are families that are married. All the kids stayed there. But, all right, picture this, right? You get married. A lady has children, okay, and the children are young. Now, from that beginning, you're married. These kids are growing up in that household. Do you feel like you don't say anything to those kids to help rear those kids, or you just leave it up to the mother?
Y'all married?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Yeah. I mean, once you marry, once you go into that covenant, those are your kids.
I know that.
You know what I'm
Ashley
saying?
says, I know women like that. They don't want men disciplining their kids in any shape or form or fashion. Hey, Ashley, now, when they're married, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about what if you're married to someone? How are those kids supposed to be in the situation? Are there supposed to be a difference in how you treat them? Is there supposed to be a difference of, I'm your stepdaddy, I ain't got to do that. Because if I can't discipline that child or rear that child, if you married me and you don't, and that's for my guidance, if you don't trust my guidance, then we don't need to be together, because I'm not about to have a household where it's divided and two different damn things is going on.
And these children,
But I think it works.
who are under my dominion,
Yes.
don't respect me.
And my protection.
Right, but I think it works both ways too, because there's men out there that said, I'm just a stepdaddy. I'm not obligated to
Them some
take care.
sorry ass.
They don't know they role
You see
either.
what I'm saying? But that's all about communication and having an understanding beforehand. Because, like I said, even if he was married and that escalated like that, that's not the first time you heard that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not the first time. And if you got married to a person with kids, it's not. That's already been established whether or not you're going to be able to discipline or not, and that's your choice. If you decide to say, okay, I'm still gonna go through with the marriage,
Right.
whatever you go through, you decided to do that.
Yeah, you signed up.
That's the same as if the people who come to work and they don't want to do their job. You chose that job. If I'm coming, I make an order, and I pay my money to get my food, and you have an attitude, and you don't want to do it. That's not my. You have no reason to have an attitude with me,
Right.
Because you chose that job.
You don't have the right to have an attitude.
There's 1,000 other jobs you could have chose, but you chose this one.
Yeah.
So just do your job and go on with your day.
Ms. Mark said, you talk about boundaries of each other's kids, but I have a right to discipline his and vice versa.
Absolutely.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
It's like, because I'm not about to alienate your kids from the same discipline and everything
Right.
that I would do for mine.
Right. The same way they gonna benefit from the good stuff,
Yes.
they gonna reap consequences for the stuff that they don't do right.
Exactly. And the thing I did was I used to involve the father, because I have stepchildren, but I never thought of them as my step.
Right.
Always treated them like my own, but I always left the door open, especially in the beginning, for, hey, I want you to throw her some guidance on this one. You know what I'm saying? But at no time am I about to stop my discipline track.
Right.
It's like, hey, you want to be involved? Here's your opportunity to get involved. Let's get on the same page with this, since if you want to co-parent in a way. But all of the initial things that's going on in this child's life, I know about before you do. You know what I'm saying? And we can make this thing a teamwork. Right? But there's no way you're going to come in the household that I'm providing for and speak against what I got going on regardless. I don't care, because if that was the point, the person that you taking guidance from should have been there.
Right.
Not necessarily. I don't feel like that. They shouldn't. Not the point that you said they should have been there, because just because the parents didn't work out didn't mean he's not a good father.
Right.
No, I didn't say he wasn't a good father.
No, I'm just saying, but it was like you said you should have been there, and I'm like, I'm not going to be there for this.
It takes a degree of respect.
Right. Right. I think that's where it comes from. The mutual.
My daughters have a stepfather.
Right.
Okay. And for the most part, and I can only speak from my experience, I'm not going to say he doesn't discipline them, but he does kind of let mom take the lead. Okay. And that's just from what I experienced. Right. And if it gets really out of hand, they'll defer to me.
Right.
Because I've always been active. And again, it's that mutual respect.
Right.
Yes.
Like, I have his phone number.
Yes, of
like,
course.
I'll call him and we can have an amicable conversation.
Yes.
I like that word.
And it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So you need to have that. But it takes adults
right
to get to that.
And how many adults is out there nowadays?
Right.
It's like, because communication is key, but when it comes to that part of guidance, that guidance part, look, because there's some co-parents that's going to tell you stuff that's not on that same head guidance, and it might make the situation worse.
Right. It's been times where my daughters will call me about something, like a big decision. I'll defer to them. Like, look, because I'm not, they live there with you.
Yeah, I need the facts.
I need the facts. I want to make sure I'm not stepping on nobody's toes, right? Because that's not my intention.
Right. Yep.
And they respect that.
Yes.
You see, in the same, and it's returned.
Yeah.
If we making a big decision, hey, what you think about this?
Right. But that's, like I said, that comes with the communication things and being not necessarily an adult, but being, I guess you can say adult,
Mature.
but being mature. There it is. Mature enough to say, hey, listen, blase, this what happened.
Yeah.
Just letting you know ahead of time. And most people be like, some guys like, I ain't gotta respond to him. You really do. Especially if you got an active. Now it's different if he ain't active and then he just
that's a whole nother
pop
thing.
in and out.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's totally different.
Right.
But if you got somebody that's there, that's sitting there and say, hey, I'm here. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to jump in because I'm not here. I'm not there.
Right.
I'm not there 24/7 like you are.
Right.
Yes.
I can only get from when they call me and say something, and what I'm gonna do is call you and say, "Hey, what's going on?" She called me. This is what's going on, and he said, "Hey, no, this is what happened. And here is the facts of what's going on."
Right.
Oh, okay, so my daughter tried to play me.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause kids will do that.
They will do
Kids
that.
will do
They
that.
will do that. Mm-hmm. They will do that.
And next thing you know, you got a angry father at the door that don't want to get the facts.
Yep.
And then a whole situation go down.
That's unnecessary.
That's
And
unnecessary.
the same thing for mothers.
Yeah, oh yeah, big time.
It's the same thing for those mothers who are really mothers. You'll get that. But I just think, like you said, I think it just comes down to communication and being mature.
Yeah.
Having a mature conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a yelling back and forth. You don't touch my mother.
Yeah. No.
All right, you gotta come see me.
Yeah, okay.
Bro, you really don't live near here.
Yeah,
Right.
You really don't even want that smoke.
You don't want that, like, because you're coming here.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not coming to you. You're coming here.
Right.
So by the time you get here, I'm waiting on you.
And not only that, bro,
And I'm ready for you when you get here.
you start thinking about all those things that you've done for that child, for the benefit of that child.
Yeah.
And then what happens is every time that child gets mad, they think that they can run to that parent. I'm sick of this. I want to come. Man, you got to nip that in the
It's
bud.
that manipulation.
Yeah, that manipulation. And see, if you don't head that off, you got a whole situation that you really don't want to be in, because now your respect level is gone, because the father of the child, the biological father, is now going to tell that child, you ain't gotta listen to that cat. He ain't birth you, I did.
Yeah.
But they did not one lick. They ain't dropped not a dime on her, not even child support or nothing. But
Look.
Right.
like my daughter's a traitor. Cause she told me and my wife broke up, she going with my wife.
Damn.
I was like, oh wow, okay. She's like, I love you, daddy, but I'm gonna go with Miss Tiffany. I was like, oh okay.
Yeah,
That one stung a little bit.
I'm gonna leave that discussion. Because I've had that discussion too, but we're gonna leave that alone. Anyways,
that was shit. That was on. I saw that on. I think it was Instagram. A mom was talking to her daughter. Daughter had to be like 2, no more than 2, probably younger.
Oh, wow.
Like who you like more, me or dad? I don't know why she set herself up like that. She was like, Dad.
dang.
She was like, I don't really like you like that. I was like, whoa. I was like, that was diabolical.
Yeah.
I know that was like a punch in the.
My wife would have just said, okay, I'm gonna sit you outside then.
She said that with a smile on her face. You know how babies do.
My wife said,
I really don't like you.
My wife said, if I come pick her up from daycare and she don't act like she act when you come, I'm gonna call your daddy to come get you. You will sit right there in daycare until your daddy come get you.
That's real petty.
That's real petty.
Chill, that's petty now. You can't do that. Because daddy's girls that's a real thing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, my
That's
daughter
very
probably be
real.
like, okay, I'll wait for daddy then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you gonna catch it though.
Oh, yeah.
Leave my cute self right here so my daddy can come up here and be like, what you mean your mama didn't want to pick you up? Oh, we a different animal when it comes to our daughters now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry, Prince Mosley over there. But yeah, it's a whole totally different thing, and that goes back to the differences that's not fair.
That double standard.
That double standard, bro. That double standard is a mug. So, I really enjoyed the conversation today. We ran into this, and we've been in here getting it down. But and we appreciate all of you, Miss Edna Warthow, Ashley Martz, Keith Wynn. Anthony's up in the building. I forgot. What's up, Anthony? Ant. That's the one that did. You know what? Before we go, we want y'all to see the new intro. Hey, before we go ahead and hit that new intro real quick. so they can take a look at that. Y'all take a look at our new intro from now on.
Well, yeah. Well, to know me is to love me, 'cause at times I can be misunderstood. Yeah. There'll be good days and bad days, like the preacher said it would. All I ask is you will try loving me. All I ask is you will try loving me. 'Cause loving me ain't easy. I know it ain't.
Y'all see it? Yes, we done stepped that game up with
Yes,
that
sir.
intro. And look, that was a good time. We got the fellowship and just have a good time doing things, you know. You know, it's coming to that time, y'all, and you know we end the show with some wise words or some free game. Aristotle is here with us today, so we know we're going to get some words from that guy. But we're going to start off with King Boston. King Boston, what do you want to tell the people?
Free game. I was like, man, I don't know what to say. I will say this, and I'm gonna go way off topic, but y'all, AI is here,
Yes.
and I use it every day. And one thing that I plan on doing, and this is something that it does kind of tie into something, the whole iron sharpens iron. I'm now starting to utilize AI to make investments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bro.
Because what I'm realizing is that these computers have evolved to a way that what it will take us all day
Prediction.
to look at different thousands of stocks, a computer could do that just like that.
Thank you, Francis.
And look, utilize your tools that are at your disposal, because the future is now, and it doesn't have to be all bad. It's really about how you use it. You could spend your time looking up foolishness, and guess what? Your phone computer algorithms will bring
Show you
up
foolishness.
more foolishness. Or you could bring up stuff that's gonna make your life better. And them same algorithms are gonna show you more and more stuff. I'm learning about Celtic salt.
Yeah, bro.
You know how to make my own tea.
Yes.
You know, just different things that can improve your quality of life. And at the end of the day, just like the brother with the 70,000, who I don't care to talk about no more, but
That must hurt.
money is a tool. It don't hurt me because
That bothered your soul.
it
Bro,
bothered me that
yeah.
it got that much attention.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because
surprised,
it's not even realistic.
You surprised
Yeah.
though?
But if you do the right thing with this AI and these investments, 70,000 ain't nothing.
Nothing.
So, you know, that's my free game.
And while you say that, while you saying that, I gotta give a shout out to Queen Mosley. Queen Mosley just start making her own soap, so we don't no
Really?
longer have to go purchase soap anymore.
I need something like now.
Look, she's got some curing. I don't know if she has some done that, but yeah, she makes her own soap. And you're right, man. Different tools. She even got me a little press, right, to press in the King Conda symbol in the soap, bro.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so we'll be releasing that soon. Oh, wait, Martez, bring up Ties to Success before we go, y'all. We gotta show y'all this flyer. So, Tied to Success is a free male empowerment workshop for teens 12 to 18. Elevate, rise above, reach beyond. It's going to be Saturday, September 7th, right there at the Performing Arts Center. right in Liberty County. To join, you'll scan the code, the QR code. I don't know if you guys can see it fully, but it will be on the Facebook page.
Right.
You guys, we're doing this to tie some young men to success because they need elevation too.
Absolutely.
We need those men in your lives that are going to be leaders, that's going to make a difference. Because when you're tied to successful men, it doesn't matter what the men's past is or the trials that they go through, there's still success.
Right.
And you want them to be tied to it. It helps elevate that person in life, to surround them by the right people. So I wanted to say that before we got to Aristotle. But right now, we have to go to Aristotle. I got to give him his Aristotle music.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
While he speaks.
I got Aristotle music.
Yes, you do.
I'm upgraded in this world.
We got to give him his shot. Prince. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Aristotle.
Oh, we got a Prince. Okay. Oh, I hear the music too.
Sound like he about to do a rap video.
Yeah, I'm about to do a
Turn me
Sweet
up right
16.
now.
They turn my stairs up.
Yeah.
Turn the beat up. Nah, I seen a post not too long ago that I reshared on my Facebook, and it had a picture of a man on a sled in front of men. We had one that's on the top. On the top picture, it said a man on the sled. Had another one on the bottom with the man in the front. And the caption said, "There's a difference between being a boss and a leader."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
People don't understand there's a difference.
Mm-hmm.
They think because you're a boss, you're a leader. No. Because a leader leads from the front.
Right.
A boss is usually somebody that's behind that can point a finger. A lot of times a boss don't even know how to do their job that they're mandating you to do.
Mm-hmm.
They got it because somebody they knew, education, experience, but there's nothing wrong with being a boss.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But you can be a boss but be a leader.
And a leader. Right.
You can be a leader and be a boss.
Right.
You can't be a boss and be a leader. It's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to understand, like, learn to be a leader, because this world needs leaders. These kids need leaders. These adults need leaders. I like to be a leader. I'm not too much of a boss kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with it. I haven't got to that aspect of life to say, okay, I can be a boss, because Mr. Mitch, you're a leader. Even though you are considered a boss because you own your own company, you're still a leader, because just as much as your employees are out here spraying bugs, what are you doing?
I get out there. They already know.
You get out there and spray bugs too.
I be like, bro,
you're not sitting in the office.
Let me show you how this go. How I want it.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I get it.
being a leader is great.
Yeah.
And I love being that. So my if I had any kind of free game is learn to be a leader before you consider yourself a boss.
Right.
Wow. Aristotle.
Because look, I point a finger and bugs die.
Bugs die.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look, everything we talked about today, from fatherhood to the importance of women in our lives, and the importance of fathers, importance of relationship, importance of family structure, the importance of stepfathers, the importance of biological fathers, communicating with stepfathers.
Mm-hmm.
All of these things have meaning, and it seems like we might be getting away from it because, like King Boston said, this AI and everything is moving rapidly. But you got to use them as tools.
Mm-hmm.
We can use these as tools to even help us connect more instead of connecting less.
Yep.
Right now, we're using those tools against each other. We're using to basically be separatists. Yeah, as a crutch also. So my free game to you today is use your tools that you have to be more connective, not only to family, but to help build other people's success. Because these kids that we sit here and we think are pawns, they're soon to lead our future. And they're either going to lead as a boss and a leader, trying to be both, or they're going to be a leader and then a boss. So to all the kings and queens out there, we appreciate you watching. This is Black Kings Free Game. Y'all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful night. Don't forget to love on your loved ones. It's King Conda, the People's Champ, and we're out. Hit that outro. All right, everybody.